Hello everyone, Alchemist Lion here, and today we are in Plankerton, and I'm going to show you how to build Plankerton so that not only are you 1200 structures under, as you can see with my AFK spot, but you can also AFK the UFO. And it's going to be a three-part series. We're going to cover the north side first, and the 3 amps that are along here. Then we're going to go to the southwest and south side, and I'll show how I have those ones set up. And then we'll cover this AFK UFO. Everything is all damaged, no cycling, still using the same 7 main traps from my universal amp design to get this set up underway. So yeah, Plankerton, people will have different amp configurations, and I'll just start by showing mine. So here's my setup. And I kind of have them all kind of tucked in the middle. There's 2 that I don't have set, and they're kind of on the outside edges of the west. So I have the far northwest one not set, and then I have the far southwest one not set. And I'll just show those ones. And that's right over here. And those are the ones that I've opted not to select. All the other ones I have are set up here. So I have all the ones to the east, I have the south and north, and then I have the 2 narrow ones on the west side, kind of close to the middle. But this system can be applied to all the amps, so all you have to do is just take a look at the terrain and layout and try to best suit your needs for building using the system just by kind of taking a look at what and how the other ones are set up. Start here at Homebase amp and just show you how I have this built. So we'll come in over here with the spawn. So where they spawn is they spawn from over here and kind of all across up to this point up here. And then you have occasional spawns that come down here. And how they want to path is they all want to go and just kind of beeline it right for your ramp, especially with everything open like this. So the first thing I do is I set up these 4 tiles here to the west side. And this just serves as block off, especially for this spawn right here, because there's nothing over this spawn. It happens infrequently, and we kind of want them to divert over, and putting these 4 walls is all that is needed to do that. And then I drop right where these ridges are, I drop tiles all the way across, and there's 7 tiles all the way across, connecting basically the ridges. And this is the main pathing for most of the husks, and these are just some impact-free straps, just to slow things down that managed to get this way past the tire traps. You'll notice that everything is pretty much floating, so nothing is supported up here in these ceilings. These ceilings are based and built off of this northeast amp, so we'll cover that in a little bit. But then I just throw these 2 walls kind of right here, 1 space in between here, and then I have them 2 spaced over here, just so if anything goes on either side, you're going to have these darts hit and try to take them out. This back row, you could probably even drop one and make it zappers. Right now I just have them both as electric fields. Homebase for some reason does not need more than this. These 5 rows is all that's needed. I used to have more and I just cleared it out because I didn't use it. And then up here is where it's all connected ceiling wise. And it's connected a few different ways. So basically what I end up doing is I end up building this side first, and then I kind of carry over the roof over here. And it all starts up here on this corner. So on this corner piece, I kind of build this roof here, 2x3 section. Then I'll taper it out and follow their pathing, like so. Then I'll carry another L out here, kind of right around where this cliff is, and down where that ramp is going down. Then I'll just throw up some ramps, and this is just to stop lobbers, and I'll put a floor here, and then basically you just put a wall right there, kind of right where that ramp is going up, 2 walls down, walls across, and a wall right here. This is also support braces for the roof, and then from there you can build the roof over here, and that's where I go up. And you're basically going a 3x4 section, 2x2, and then another 3x4 section right up here. And then the same thing, we're going to brace it and stuff. So we have the 2 walls right here, and then I skip a space and I put another wall, and then I'll put floors all the way down here, and we're going 2 rows across, and then all the way, basically going 1 tile past where we have this roof up here, and then I throw another support brace right there. And then I'll put 1 floor right here, and then I'll drop down, and I'll start adding these walls. And these walls start right where this cliff is, and you're going across right along all the ridges until 1 tile in from where these electric fields are going to be. And then up here, we do the same thing, just with these 3 tiles right on this ledge right here. We're putting them here. Just because things spawn up here, we're trying to shoot them with darts quickly. And yeah, that's the home base area. That's when I'll hop over, and we'll take care of this northeast section and finish off the north side and then move over to the east. So when we go from this amp, we already have some of these walls set up, but I'll start here by placing all these floors down. So kind of right where this cliff edge starts is where I put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you're basically 1 in from here. We already have all these walls, so I'll go down here and I'll place 2 more floors, and then I'll place walls kind of surrounding this area here. Kind of right where that cliff is, and you're 1 out. Then I'll put walls all along the insides here, right to where we put this floor tile, and then walls here, and I'll lower them all into the like 1/3 walls along with this one. We would have already had these ceilings and walls here. I'll just add 2 more walls, and then I'll add 2 more ceilings, and then again another brace right here. And that is basically how we have this build set up. So then I'll hop up and we'll take a look at the east side here. So this east side, they like to spawn kind of all the way down here and all the way across. And you'll get a few that spawn up here. So the things to consider is they will go and divert up north. So you see I have this little section here, kind of like a kill box. They also want a path up here to try to divert your tunnels, so I have a little bit of block off. So that most of them are just going to walk over, down, and around this way to try to go to the amp. And they'll either go through that pathing, or they'll drop down this little cliffside and go up these ridges and then up over here. And we'll show how I build this. Alright, so I kind of start in from the back. And right where this cliff is, I'll throw 2 floors down. I'll skip a tile, go in 1, put 2 more floors, and then 1 right here. And this is just in line with this cliff face. And when you hop up here, once you go in 1, I'll put another floor tile down there. And then down here, I'll do a row of 3 floor tiles right along 1 tile past this cliff. And then I'll skip 1 and then do 2 more. Just kind of give a starting for my builds. Then what I'll do is I'll go up here on these stairs. I'll throw a wall, a floor and a cone, a wall, and a wall, and then another cone, and I'll edit it into a ramp. And then I'll move over and do another cone and edit it into a ramp facing this way. Then over here I do the same thing. Wall, floor and cone, wall and floor. And then over here, kind of right where this cliff goes inwards, I'll put 2 walls here. And then I'll do a 2x2 square area of ceiling tiles, 1 more over on this side, and then I'll just connect 2 more walls right over here to make this little kill box area. Then we'll come across and we'll just start doing all the walls on this side. So I place 2 right here on this cliff edge. This one will already be set here, but we'll make sure. So walls on this side and then a cone edited into a ramp facing east. Right on this cliff side. Then when you drop down, we're placing 3 walls And then right where this cliff is, we're placing walls kind of all the way across, all the way down to where this ridge is. Then we'll place, right where these are, we'll place a wall, a wall, a wall, and it's going to be edited arch, low, arch. Then we'll do another low wall right here, skip one, and another low wall. And that's kind of setting all this up. Then I'll put one wall here right where this ramp is going down. And then I'll do low walls right where these floor tiles are. Put two walls right here, and another low one right here, with one right here. And then from this one, right where this cliff is, you can start building this little dart setup. So you go 3 across this way, and then 3 across that way, and then 1 right here. And now you can kind of start doing the ceilings. So I come up here, and I'll build right off of this tile. I'll build 1, 2, 3, and I'll connect it to this cliff. And then you do another 2 by 3 section here. Throw a wall up, put it into an archway, and then from this side another 2 by 3 section right here. Then with this wall here, you can hop up, and then it's a 2 by 4 section up here. You can throw another wall for support into an archway. And then I do 4 tiles right here, so 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I throw one more archway, then I hop up and I do the rest of the ceiling. And I kind of connect it to this ramp here. Then your stairway up. Go all the way across, right to where this cliff is. And you're filling up in all the rest here. And then the only other thing to do would be just to fill in the rest of the darts. So right up here, these two, and they're just looking up here. So if anything's up here that's getting hit by those darts. And then the only other ones are these two right here. So you place these there if they're not already placed. And that is all set up to be trapped. Alright, so we looked at Homebase amp, and we looked at the northeast amp. So now we're going to look at this northwest amp, and this isn't the very northwest amp, that one I have not selected, but this is my northwest amp that I have. And this is also the one with tornado and space rocks. So we have to take that in consideration when we're building as well, because the tornado will basically anywhere within 9 tiles, it wreaks havoc of any floor tiles that you have in place. So you notice I have very minimal in this build for this. And there's 2 directions, from the north as well as from the west. So the north spawn area is right in here, and they like to come from up this side, up on this cliff section, down here, all across to this side over here. And how they path is most of them will just try to come down this way and walk over this. Sometimes though they'll wrap around, come up this ramp, and try to go that way. And so this one, because there isn't a lot of floor tiles, it's basically we start with the walls. And so right here, right where this archway is, we put 2 floor tiles. And then up here on this archway, I end up putting a floor tile and a wall turned into an archway. Then I hop down here, and right where this ridge kind of connects, I put 2 wall tiles here, another wall tile here, and then I'll just place 3 wall tiles on top here. 2 lower walls, and then wall right here, and then I kind of go up on this little platform and place walls all across the backside and along this edge, going right to the 1 tile up where they ramp up. Then I'll put a lower wall and 2 ceiling tiles right up here. 2 floor tiles right here, right along where this cliff is. And then I have 2 wall tiles right here. Then what we can do is we can go up here, right where you have this wall, you come up, and it's 3 rows by 4 rows, and then you kind of go in one. Right where this cliff is, you kind of push out one, and you need to go 3 more up and 1 over to finish off the ceiling up here. Then you hop over up on this ledge, kind of right where this cliffside is. We'll put a wall right here, right along here. Go up, make 2 more floor tiles, and then you do a low wall right here, 2 walls right here. So right in between these are the 2 darts. Then you do another lower wall. Then you go across, a space in. Once where this ridge comes up, you throw 1 more dart, space, and another dart. And that's really the entire north side build. That's all you need. I'm not going too much over the trap placements in this, just because it's fairly straightforward. But you have all the drops here, and basically every full wall is a dart, aside from these 2 speakers, and every low wall is a dynamo. And then we have 1 electrical field in this corner, but that's really all we can afford. The tornado won't break that, but it would break anything else around there. And then we have anti-air traps right here, and right here, and that's going to be a 2-in-1 thing. That's going to help with lobbers and flingers, but it's also going to be for space rocks. And now we're going to go over to the west. So the west spawn. They will spawn on this little platform here, and then all the way down here, and across this way. And how they like to path, they'll kind of divert up here, up this ramp, and go across to the amp. Or some will like to come up this little ledge and then go through this tunnel system. Other ways they would go is the ones up here that spawn will try to divert this way occasionally if this is all blocked off. So we have this blocked off to make them path straight ahead and up. Because they'll use this ridge as well if it's not closed off. And so now we'll look, and the cool thing about this is it's very narrow. It's 2 rows deep, and we're just utilizing the terrain here to make this very, very cheap. So what I do is I start here, and I put 2 floor tiles right along this spot where these 2 ramps are diverging. And then I put walls right here. Then I'll come up and I'll put a wall here, a floor on this ridge, and then walls across this way. And then I'll go up, wall here, walls here, 2 more floors, and then walls all across. Once you get out here, I put another wall right here, and you'll notice I have a cone edited this way to the southwest, and then I put a wall here, just basically closing in a box where this dart is already placed from the north design. Then I'll come across this way and put 3 more walls. Well, these ones will all be here if we're doing that. Then I'll do the block off. I'll do a wall, cone edited into a ramp facing the south, and then 2 more walls, and that just closes that off. And then I'll come up here, right where this cliff is, and I'll put a floor tile and another wall. And then what I'll do is I'll just connect all these pieces together, and I'll just go all the way across. So you're basically walking all the way across this cliff face, all the way right to this spot here, where you're kind of 2 across from where this ramp on this side goes up. It's going to start blending into another ramp design, but we're not going to cover that right now. Then what I'll do is I'll put a wall here, and I'll cover them all the way across, make it connect 2 floors up here, and then walls across this side. Make sure there's walls here. We'll have this one edited into a pillar, and then I'll put a floor in here, wall, 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 and then you'll notice the rest of the tunnel is empty. You don't need anything there. Then I put the 2 ceiling tiles, and that's all you need for in there. And then this one is a column right here, and that's along that side. and that's just to avoid them bypassing this and just skipping ahead. I'm trying to make them go up and into this area. And it's like that. And then I put a wall right here, 2 in from the top of the ramp, just so I can throw a dart there. You'll also see there's a wall right here, 2 in from this top of this ramp, and I just connect it from the ceiling up that way. Like so. And aside from the standard traps, as you can tell, it's all pretty straightforward. We do have our speakers kind of all up this ramping side. There is a dynamo right here, but otherwise it's mostly speakers along the ramp. An occasional dynamo where I already have a speaker, because you want to hit them with damage. Speakers along this side. Then we have dynamos, and then darts kind of facing where there's long pathing. And then we have anti-air traps, just 2 of them, kind of right up here, right where the opening starts, and then right on that cliff corner that we're using as a brace support. And that is the north side of Plankerton. Alright, that's it for this video. Hope you all enjoyed. Thank you very much for watching. If you like what you're watching, you know what to do. Thanks again, and have yourself a great day. Catch you around.